Hey everybody, Carmentary here. Big news! News flash! I have entered a film into the Niseko Short Film Festival 2024. That's right. I was actually a judge a few years ago, and I was actually the MC one year, and this year I was asked again to be the old MC-a-rooney, and I refused. I said absolutely not. I refuse to go to your lovely event and hold a mic for 1 hour. It's way too much for me. I can't do that anymore. It just stresses me out, man. No, that's not really true. But I wanted to be a part of the festivities. I just want to be a filmmaker, man. I really just wanted to. Yeah, I mean, every year people say, "Oh, are you going to put a movie in the festival? Hey, have you ever entered any of your films in like a movie festival?" It's like, no, man, I'm trying to make a living here, man. Can't make any money out of that shit. No, man, everything I do is for these corporate beasts. Come on. Sorry, I'm kind of derailing myself here. I've entered a short film. 5 minutes was the time limit on the Niseko Film Festival film rules. And it was a last minute thing. I gotta say, I'm gonna make some excuses straight away, just so people don't get their hopes up too high. Say, oh, Neil's made a movie for the short film festival. Boy, that's gonna be good. I'm so excited. I gotta go over there and check it out and see if he's gonna win. And then you're gonna get there and you're gonna watch it and you'll be like, God damn, that was, boy, he just threw it together real quick, didn't he? I don't know. We'll see what the competition's like. It's okay. Here's the deal. I didn't have a script. I didn't have a movie, and I turned down the MC job. I'm like, no, sorry, I can't do the MC job. I apologize. And you have to have a reason when you refuse something. It's nice to have like a reason and be like, because of this. And so I was like, I really want to be in the competition. I want to be a filmmaker, even though I'm old. I'm obviously way out of my league with these youngsters and their expensive cameras and their talented athletes who can do all this amazing shit. I want to be part of the competition, so I'm gonna get a movie together. And I had like nothing, man. I had like no footage. And okay, so in case you're not familiar with the competition, we're talking about Niseko Film Festival. So I checked on the rules, and like what the judging criteria is and the rules, and you have to have footage from the greater Shiribeshi area in the film, and it can be up to 5 minutes long. Now, when we say Shiribeshi area, it's a large area. It kind of includes some terrain around here and stuff that's definitely not Niseko. I think that includes Rusutsu, all the way out to the ocean, Otaru. Like it's kind of a big district, but it's the Niseko Film Festival. It's named the Niseko Film Festival. If I don't think there's any way you could win the film festival. And the year I judged it, there were films that it was all like central Hokkaido, like other areas, and I was just like, no way, man. This is the Niseko Film Festival. It's gotta have footage of Niseko. It's gotta kind of be about Niseko, to be honest, Not just like a couple of cuts, like you could throw in a couple of shots from Niseko. There's Mount Yote. It's like, no. It needs to be about Niseko. So that was one thing. And one of the judging criteria is Niseko soul. As in like soulful. Do you have a soul? Do you believe in reincarnation? Etc. So Niseko soul is an important thing. Then there's like technical filming, editing. There's some other kind of generic like movie stuff. But the key thing for me was you know, you gotta have footage of Niseko, and it's gotta have some Niseko soul, which kind of means it has to be about Niseko. And I was like, I got nothing. And then a miracle happened. Like miracles do, man. Miracles that just walk in the door. And you just gotta be like, a miracle has arrived. So, the miracle was that I had this footage from that wonderful trip that I was asked to be a part of that included the amazing chef Stuart Brioza from San Francisco. I don't want to give away the whole movie. I'm not going to tell you the story that I sort of put together after the fact. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is I had this footage that was filmed in Niseko for about a week, and it was filmed for like, it was sort of a little documentary. We just filmed it. There was no real story, no plan, and I was like, but this is all I got. This is what, you know, I have to make a masterpiece out of this. You got to work with what you have. And I was inspired by Stuart Brioza, the chef, because here's a guy who just takes like fish and mayonnaise and lemons and sea urchins and like whatever, and then he like mixes it all together and does all this amazing stuff, and he's like putting the salt on, he's making these spices and doing these things, and this incredible dish comes out of it. And I was like, that's what filmmaking is. You take these shots and then you add a little color correction and you make some music and some sound, and then you put some graphics on there, and then you like lay it all out in this little dish, and it's this amazing feast. So I was inspired, and I came up with a little 5-minute edit. I put it together, and I did this while I was on my trip to America. Late at nights, I'd stay up there and I was editing for like 3 nights in a row. Then I did some more on the plane. And then the day of the deadline was March the 8th. And that was the day I came back to Japan. I came straight from the airport at 8 a.m. in the morning. I went home, I turned on my computer, and I sat down and I finished the edit like a pro. Hardcore, man. International travel, all the way from America. Straight home. And what do? Do I like say hi to the kids? Do that kind of stuff? No. Actually, yes, I did. I said hi first. Anyway, they were like, hi, what'd you bring us? It's like, oh, I got a bunch of chocolate. Here, eat some chocolate. I gotta go do this edit. And this movie, I gotta win this cup, man. We need the money. So, I sat down, I did the final edit, and you know, okay, just to add to the whole miracle side of things, I bought Rick Rubin's book called, what's it called? It's something about creativity, for the love of creativity. The Creative Art. I think it's called, that's what it is, The Creative Art. Amazing book. Read 3/4 of it on the trip and then on the plane back. I just couldn't stop reading it. Incredible book, all about creativity, and you know how you need to work with your creativity and love your creativity and all this amazing stuff. I was so inspired. So I had that, and I came back with that great attitude, and boom, I worked through the project, and you know, I could have sat there and edited a couple more days. You know, editing is one of those things, it never really finishes. You just have to say, that's it, it's done. And I did, and I submitted it. I filled out all the forms, and I got it in time, and I was like, yes, I've won the battle of creativity. I finished the project and I submitted it. It's official now. So I'm pumped on that. I hope everybody else is pumped on that too. And it looks like there's a lot of competition, so I'm a little worried. I was hoping there'd be like 4 other people who got their asses off the couch and made a movie, and then I'd be like, oh shit, I think I got a chance here. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of names in the bucket. On the there were 2 forms. There was like a submission form. Oh wait, there was a registration form and then a submission form, and you had to do 2. And I did the one, and I put all my thing in, and I sent the link, and then I got an email. It was like, you have to fill in the submission form. And I was like, I did, man. And they're like, no, you filled in the registration form. Could you please fill in the submission form? And I'm like, oh, shit, sorry. Oh, man. So I got on, I had to do it on my phone because I was already on the road to my next job. And anyway, I filled out, and there was like one of those sub menus, and you click on the sub menu, and like this list of, it said, hold on, ambulance. What is it with my Carmentaries and ambulances here? It's happening a lot. So you click on the sub menu, and it said like you had to choose what your team. And I had registered my team name was One Films. That's what I do my movies under. One Films, Neil Hartmann. So you click this menu, and it showed all the teams that had put in a registration form. And there was like a whole bunch of them. And I was like, oh, shit. There's that many movies? People like, wow. But that's the thing, you know, these days, and this sort of going off on a tangent here, as I always do, but it's all over, folks. It's been over for a while, but you know, this whole smartphone, the footage that people are shooting with these new iPhone 15s, holy shit. It's just off the hook, cinematic, amazing stuff. You know, low aperture, the background out of focus, and just beautiful stuff coming out of these phones. And then, you know, people who are not filmmakers, not editors, they're just a snowboarder or a writer or just whatever. They're making these little amazing short movies, and you know, everybody's a movie maker and a director these days, and whew, it's just like wow. Yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm not bitching about that. I think it's great, but it's blown the doors off of it, and anybody can, should, and will be able to make a short movie. Now the hard thing is committing to it and then being able to say, this is good, it's done, let's submit it. You know, like that's the hard part now. I think now, like, you know, come making a little movie that looks fairly amazing is not nearly as hard as it was in the past. But, you know, still that whole follow through part where you actually have to get up off the couch and do it, that part, that's not automatic, and there's no machine that makes that part easier. Thank God. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. The movie is in the show, the important part here, if you're in the neighborhood, you're local, 2024, March the 23rd, Hanazono, what is it called? Mountain Base, no, what the hell's the name? The restaurant thingy there at the base of Hanazono. I can't even remember the name. Anyway, if you go there, you'll see it. They got free shuttle buses from Hirafu. They have a website. If you search Niseko Short Film Festival 2024, you will find it. Please come out. They're selling beers for 500 yen. Everybody should get wasted and yell and scream at the screen. And I'm going to be there. And I'm going to see how thick the competition is. And, you know, I'll make one final excuse and just say that if the response to my little film is terrible and I just have to go home with my tail between my legs, I'm going to take that as a kick in the ass to make a really amazing movie next year by planning ahead. That would be a little bit better, wouldn't it? Oh man, let's plan ahead, kids. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoy it. They will put all the movies, they always put all the movies on the old Webaroonie after the show. So the first time you get to see the movies is that night at the event, and then they announce the winners right there. There's $5,000, close to $5,000, gojuman yen, up for grabs. It's $3,000 for the winner, $2,000 for second, and $500 for third place. So, yeah, there's some incentive there. Okay, wish me luck, and yeah, it'll be on the web after the comp, but I'll put it on my YouTube channel as well so we can reach a large audience with this wonderful, amazing film. Thanks for watching. Drive safe.